Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. We are doing chapter 10 and we are discussing different type of angles. Up till now we have discussed complementary angles, supplementary angles, vertically opposite angles, and then we discussed angles formed when two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, and that angles formed are corresponding angles, alternate angles, and interior angles. So let's do some questions from the exercises and the practice now questions to understand what we have understand and apply what we have learned up till now. Okay, so let's start doing the questions. First question I am taking from the practice now 2 of the chapter 10. Okay, so this is question number 2 and we have a diagram here. So we have these two lines are meeting at the same point, and these three angles are, if you remember, the angles meeting at a point having same vertex, and we said that there are three angles on the same side of a line, and we call them adjacent angles, right? And these three angles are adjacent. Now we have to find value of B. We don't know what is this B, we don't know what is this B, right? But what we know is this is a 90-degree angle, okay? And also we know that the angles on a straight line are equal to 180 degree. So now it becomes simple. So what we can do here is B plus 90 degree plus B is equal to 180, right? So 2B plus 90 is equal to 180, and 2B is equal to 90, B is equal to 45. So we have the value of B now. B is 45, this B is also 45, so it means that 45 plus 45, 90, and 90 plus 90 is 180. So this is 180. Now here if we put 4 into 45, so it is also equal to 180. So the value of B which we have just calculated is correct, right? So what we did was, we just considered the adjacent angles, and we know that the total of the angles on a straight line is equal to 180 degree. So let's take another question. I'm going to take question number 9 from exercise 10A. And okay, now question number 9B. So we have two straight lines intersecting each other, right? And we have angle here, this angle 7B, this angle 3B, and this C, okay? We have to find the values of B and C. Now just consider this. It's a straight line and there are two angles on it, 3B and 7B. And if you remember, angles on a straight line equal to 180 degree, and they are pair of angles, right? The pair of angles, we call them supplementary. They are sharing a common vertex and they are pair of angles. So 7B plus 3B is equal to 180 degree, and these are supplementary angles also. So 10B is equal to 180 and B is equal to 18. Okay, now, so if we multiply 7 with 18, we get here 126, and 3 into 18, we get here 54. So we have both our angles, and if we sum up 54 and 126, it is 180, right? So supplementary angle equals 180. So it is correct. Now, coming to these two angles. And if we remember, when the two straight lines are intersecting each other, the vertically opposite angles are equal. So, using that thing, since vertically opposite angles are equal, so it clearly means that C is equal to 126 degree, because C is opposite to this angle, right? So I hope that you got the ideas of these simple figures. So let's do some more questions when the two parallel lines are intersected by a traversal. Okay, let's do those. Okay, we have question number 2 from the exercise 10b. AB and CD are two parallel lines. So AB is parallel to CD, and the arrows are to show that these are parallel lines, and these are also straight lines. Okay, parallel lines, straight lines. Now we have two transversals. One is this CB, this transversal, and another is CE, second transversal. Okay, so let's first consider this transversal BC, right? And this we have two straight lines. I am extending this to make it more clear. Okay, so these are the two straight lines. Now, if you remember that when the two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, we have one form of angles which is known as alternate angles. And the alternate angles are within the parallel lines and on the opposite side of the transversal, and the alternate angles are equal. So, this is the transversal line, okay, and this angle and this angle, they are on the opposite side of the transversal. So, since we know alternate angles are equal, and these are the alternate angles, right? So therefore, E is equal to 31 degree. So this is also 31, because we know that the alternate angles which are within the parallel lines and on the opposite side of the transversal. Okay, so we have the value of E now. Now consider this CE, transversal. This is also making the same sort of angles, alternate angles. One angle is F and another angle are this, 31 plus 35. Both are on the same side of the transversal, so we can consider it like this. If we consider it like this, 31 plus 35 is 66. This is 66 degree. So F is, on one side of transversal we have F degree, and on the other side we have 66 degree. So alternate angles are equal. So therefore F is equal to 66 degree. So this is 66 degrees. Okay, this was an easy approach to find the angles. Now let's consider another approach. It's a bit longer, but there is another approach. So let's discuss it. Let's consider triangle BCE. So we have a triangle Okay? And if you remember, the sum of the angles of a triangle equals 180 degree. Since sum of angles of a triangle equals 180 degree. Okay? So therefore, we have this 35, we have this 31, and we don't know what this angle is. We can put x here. So therefore it becomes, x plus 31 plus 35 is equal to 180 degree. So x is equal to 180 minus 66, which is 114. X is 114 degree. Okay? So x is 114. Now f and x are both on the same side of a straight line, and angle x and angle f has the same vertex. Both are adjacent, two angles. It means they are supplementary angles, and total of the supplementary angles equals 180 degree. Therefore, f plus x is equal to 180 degree, and we have the value of x, which is 114. So f is equal to 66. Correct? This is what we found here when we were saying that the f is an alternate angle to this angle. Okay? So this is the way to recheck it. This is pretty lengthy process, but we have rechecked our working. Okay? But this is also to show you that there is always more than one way of finding angles. Okay? Sometimes you don't pick up the angles quickly. It is the easier way. If it's not coming into the mind, you can go by the longer way, but you can find the angles. Okay? So let's take another question. Okay, we have a question number 3 now. Two parallel lines, AB is parallel to CD, and we have two transversals intersecting these two parallel lines. One is AF, another is AE. Okay? We have angle A here and angle 2B here. We have to find the values of A and B, right? Okay. So, to start with, again, there can be many ways of solving the question. So, the way I am going to do it, first thing, consider this line CD and the transversal AF. So, considering line CD and transversal AF. So what is happening? AF is intersecting CD. Okay? So when two straight lines are intersecting each other, what do we get? We get vertically opposite angles, and those vertically opposite angles are equal. Okay? So since vertically opposite angles are equal, so if the vertically opposite angles are equal, what is going to happen now? So this angle and this angle both are vertically opposite, so this angle is going to be equal to this. Since there is no variable here, so if I say this is x, so x is equal to 38 degree. Okay, so this angle is 38 degree. Okay, now we have this angle. Now coming back to the parallel lines, and where the transversal is intersecting, we have alternate angles. and the alternate angles are on the opposite side of transversal, but they are equal. Okay, so this angle X and angle A, they are within the parallel lines and on the opposite side of the transversal. So using that property, since alternate angles are equal, so therefore A is equal to x degree and A is equal to, since we have the value of x, so A is equal to 38. Okay, so we have this angle now which is also 38. Alternate angles, they are equal. Okay, so we have these, we have the value of A now. We have to find the value of B. For that, if we recall, there is another type of angle where the parallel lines are intersected by a transversal. They are corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are on the same side of the transversal and they occupy the same relative position. Remember? So, if you consider now the transversal AE, okay, we have, and for this we have this angle, and the transversal AE making an angle with AB, and the transversal AE is making an angle with CD as well. So sum of these two angles is equal to 2B. Sum of these two angles is 30 plus 38, which is 68, and it is equal to 2B. And we're going to write, since corresponding angles are equal, therefore 2B is equal to 30 plus 38, which is B is equal to 68 over 2, which is 34 degree. So we have the value of B now. It is 34 degree. So it means that this angle 2B is, what is it, 68. Okay, so this is 68, this is 68, correct? And as I have said, there are a number of ways. We have also this triangle. Okay, and when you have this triangle, you can use this triangle to solve the question also. You can take this angle, you have value of x, you have value 30 here, maybe this is y, and you can find the value of y. Once you have the value of y, you can find the value of 2b as well. Okay, so now let's take one more question to solve interior angles. So let's do one more question.
Go.
Okay, now question number 4b. Two parallel lines AB is parallel to CD. Okay, now I have a transversal here which is P and Q. It is intersecting those two parallel lines. One angle we have here, one angle we have here, okay? And in both the angles we have a variable B which we have to find the value. Okay. So first consider this transversal PQ and the straight line CD. They are intersecting, and remember that the vertically opposite angles are equal. So it means that this angle and this angle are supposed to be the same. Okay? So this angle comes here as well. I am not writing that they are vertically opposite angles, so I have straightly written over here, since these are vertically opposite angles, they are equal, so I have written here. Now remember, we have when the two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, we have one type of angles which are known as interior angles. They are within the parallel lines on the same side of the transversal, and these two interior angles are not equal, but the sum of these interior angles is equal to 180 degree. So this angle, both are on the same side of transversal, both are within the parallel lines, so it means they are interior angles. And if they are interior angles, they are supplementary angles and they are equal to 180 degree. So since interior angles equal 180 degree, therefore 4b minus 10 plus 2b minus 2 is equal to 180. So 6b is equal to 192 and b is equal to 192 over 6, which is 3 and 4, 34 degree. Okay? And if we put the values of 34 here, it will be 2 into 34 minus 2, which is 68 minus 2 is equal to, this is 66 degree. And 4 into 34 minus 10, so 16, 12, 136 minus 10 is equal to 126. I made a mistake. So 192 divided by 6. 6 is 18 and then 12. 6 to the 12. So it is 32. I wrote it wrong. So it is 2. 64 now minus 2. 62. Okay. And this is 32. So it is 8, 128, and it is 118. Okay, so 118 and 62, it is equal to 180 degree. So interior angle is equal to 180 degree. So we have our values. Okay, I hope that you got the ideas how we are applying those concepts which we have learned in the chapter 10. So with this I conclude the chapter number 10. Thank you very much, and always await your feedback. So do give me feedback. Thank you.